Good morning and welcome to your Daily Sparks. You know, after serving many years in South Africa, a missionary called Robert Moffat returned to Scotland in the early 1800s to recruit more missionaries. He went out to various churches across the nation, and he arrived at one church on a cold winter's night. Only a small group of women had turned out to hear him, and while he was grateful for the interest, he was hoping to challenge some of the men to come with him back to Africa and serve the tribes in that land. Still, Moffat preached his heart out, and he preached a message from Proverbs 8 verse 4, "Unto you, O men, I call." So towards the end of his sermon, the missionary noticed there was a young boy in the congregation. No one had volunteered to go to Africa that evening. He could have thought it was a complete failure. But the little boy, unbeknownst to him, was deeply moved and challenged. That night the boy went before his God and promised God that he would follow in the footsteps of the missionary. True to his word, when he grew up, he went and ministered to the tribes of Africa. That boy's name was David Livingstone, and he became the world's greatest missionary and adventurer. When God calls you to serve him, he isn't concerned about your age. He's not even concerned about your abilities. He knows all your weaknesses. What he's concerned about is your potential. What he's concerned about is your heart of devotion to him. He's got a much better perspective than you do, so you can trust him. When he calls you, you need to say yes. And as Samuel did in 1 Samuel, speak, for your servant is listening. I want to encourage you today, listen to the Lord and say yes when he calls. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.